Welcome back, everybody. What are we doing? We're doing the most. So I just figured I'm gonna start to vlog stuff because it's easier for me instead of just having topics picked out or whatever. First things first is we got an engine to do on this Corvette. Actually, we dropped the engine in yesterday. C5 Corvette. I rebuilt the motor on this. I did a little short and I posted this on YouTube. On the YouTube shorts, but yeah, I got the engine mounted on the subframe. Right now the subframe's on caster, so I could get the alignment for the torque tube. This is not the easiest way to do it. Honestly, I was struggling yesterday trying to drop this in. Before I've done this before and it went in fairly easily, but this time it did not. So I had to make some provisions to make it work. Now I just got to push the subframe back into place and mount it to the chassis. Now the goal for this car, yes, we are going twins. Honestly, we are not going to be driving this that much more. Winter's about to happen, so that's the time when I really need to finish this thing up. Not even finish this thing up, build it the way I needed it to be built. We're actually going to let it sit for a little bit and not worry about it. So I'm going to drain the fluids out of it here in a little bit, and I'm just kind of considering a few things. I would like to go rear radiator. Actually, more than now that I think about it, I would like to go rear radiator. And I just don't know how that will look with the rear hatch. I know I have to separate the cabin from the rear end section to do that safely, but I would like to go rear radiator on this thing, and then we're gonna cage it as well. Yeah, a whole lot of things are gonna happen. So but I just got to see how this thing looks. So definitely gonna go twin turbo. This thing's going bye-bye. I would like to do a proper twin turbo intercooler, clean all of this up because right now it's just factory LS style everything up top, and just make it really nice car that I can road race. But I have to look at the rule book on how to run the rear radiator in a safe manner for myself. So yeah, I'm pretty much, I got to get this thing done. This thing has been changed 6 times. Initially it was just a 5.3 swap. We got it started running, and then my dad decided to change it up again. So now it's rear GTO rear diff in this whole rear subframe diff axles. So back end is GTO, front is S10. Now we have an LS3 with a 6-speed, a full fiberglass dash, aftermarket steering wheel. So I got to get this thing rolling soon so I could park the Z in that spot. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a mess right now. Ignore all that. But yeah, that'll be the first goal. So first goal is the S10. Second goal is the Z. So those will be the longest terms. If you guys could look, the S10 is near, it's close. It runs, it starts and runs, but just got a few things to button up to get it to move. And then as for customer stuff, working on the Corvette and the 240 in the next couple days. So I did pick up some tires for the E46. Let me show you guys that real quick. It's cold out here. So the E46 got some freshies. We got some Federales on here. So we got front and rear tires. We got the windows tinted. I just didn't show that, but yeah, windows tinted. Now we just got to get the lights and some coils on this thing, and it'll be dope. We'll be working on the exhaust and little stuff as the parts come. But yeah, so full-on project to get this thing all dialed. I may make a dash for this all fire because finding interior parts for the Z is kind of difficult. So I may be making some parts for it, like door cards and all that kind of stuff. We'll see. First and foremost is getting the chassis dialed in, though. Finishing the whole rear suspension. It's going to be a project. Like the plan is to have this one down the whole winter, drive it by April or so, March, April or so. 40 has a little bit of dialing in to do, very small stuff. We got to add a catch can and but yeah, this is the 40. I did this whole turbo build. We did all kinds of stuff actually. This thing got CTSV brakes and a handful of other stuff, full solid mount rear diff, so solid bushings, everything. But it's coming along. After this he's going to go to paint. But yeah, I got to work on this one next, get these gauges mounted, and then okay, we're in the 40. Okay, so we got this gauge pod that we're going to be installing, something like a pretty factory. It's going to go right in here, so it's going to look good. So right now we had a temporary setup, so this was where the AFRs were, and this is the boost controller / boost gauge. So now both gauges are going to go right here, so it should be pretty straightforward. Just got to move this thing over real quick. This one is a 7875 VS Racing Turbo, and it's on a 6.0 T56 setup. We're pushing about, I have him set up at about 9 pounds right now. We could go a little more, but he's on pump gas, so it's fairly conservative for the time being. Did advise him to switch it up a little bit. He does want more boost, and I think we could get it out of him. Oh, sorry, I made a tight squeeze for myself. Turbo LS stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited to go twins on mine. Yeah, having minimal space makes me have to hurry up all the time with stuff. Have to get new wheels on this, and I'm kind of trying to just hold off to do that until I need them. But this wheel has a crack on the inside, you just can't see it. This one has a crack on the inside. Breathing fire right now. It's a little cold out here. Yeah, lots of cleanup. I like to get all of the insulation, all that stuff done. We're halfway there. Halfway. But yeah, like I finding little pieces for the trim stuff, or for the interior. I got to get a radio, not a radio, but another seat in here for the wife. She really wants to ride in it. Yeah, so I have I'm working directly with Shane Thompson from JNS Performance. So he does all my factory ECU tunes. Definitely killed it on this one. This one runs well, and it has a ton more in it, which is crazy to me, both timing wise and turbo wise. This one's real conservative, full exhaust on it. Works well. We'll throw it on the lift here in a little bit. We got to get some stuff cleaned up though first. All right, for this guy, we got like a Chase Bays oil catch can. It's not going to completely work, so I got to make some modification to it. But I'll show you that in a second. All right. Hold on, don't want to get demonetized now. All right, guys. So for the time being, I ran it open valley cover and valve covers. This is everything, baby. All right, guys, I did the oil catch can. This is how I have it ran. This is by Chase Bays. Pretty much they come with a whole kit. So this fitting here, I don't know if you can see, it's a T, and then it has AN fittings to run to both banks. Real simple setup, super easy to do, and nice. I did have to modify it a little bit, mainly because this one is designed for LS2, LS3 style engine, so the valley cover and also the intakes are slightly different, so I did have to modify it just a hair, but I got it to work. Should be nice and good now. So now I gotta move some wiring. So on this car we did do a like the fuse panel relocation. So now I just gotta remove these. So I zip tied them here, gotta cut them and then run it to over here, which is not a big deal. Everything is ran already there, you guys can see. And then I could put in this gauge pod. Boom, pretty. And it just double-sided tape comes with. I guess he ordered this from Australia. Guys, always use zip ties. It's so much easier if you need to like access stuff just to cut them and put a new one on versus tape. Electrical tape sucks. I think I want to do videos like this for this foreseeable future. I gotta clean all this up too. This is nasty. Yes, I could have shortened these wires, but just in case, we didn't know where he wanted to put it, so I didn't know what kind of gauge pod he wanted, so I wanted to make sure we had plenty of wire to hook up all this stuff. That looks pretty good. What do you guys think? That looks pretty good. I don't know, something like that. We'll squeeze it in here, which is nice. It doesn't take any mounting bolts or anything like that, so you just make sure it's nice and tight. It's snug, both of them are snug. Looks good. Let's button this back together. Okay, everything's working. Sweet. Well, that's what we got. I'm just holding it for the double-sided tape. We got Kendrick in the background. It's a good day. So now he is going to replace this piece. So obviously he's going to have to replace that double-sided tape, but this will get him going for now. Let me turn, if this will let me turn it. Maybe not. Ah, no. That's all right. I'll fix it in a second. All right, guys. All right, guys. Ah, nice. Looks good. Need to twist that one still, but nice. Looks beautiful. Another one done, taken off.